So what I want to do right now is we're breaking into the CER question, and I'm going to ask, like, why might it be these? And then we'll look at the rubric, because there is a rubric for CER. Most of what we do, you get full points for completing based on the inequities that COVID has really shown us. We felt that this is a better way to see things. So, like, yes, we have your scores. Yes, we're tracking things. But when it comes to the gradebook, we want to give you credit for participating. We want to give you credit for engaging in critical thinking and content. Okay. So my question is, who is the lamb to the slaughter? And you have to know what the lamb to the slaughter means in order to answer that question. Okay. So we've got an innocent or helpless person or thing that is being led to its death or led into a dangerous situation. That's ultimately the meaning of lamb to the slaughter. Okay. So who is the lamb to the slaughter? Some people in the chat were saying that it's Patrick. These are the possibilities that I have seen other students say. Patrick, is it Mary, or is it Mary's baby that are lamb to the slaughters? So let me ask you, why might it be Patrick? Why might Patrick be the lamb to the slaughter? So take a second and drop it in the chat. Why is he the lamb? Okay, I'm going to take notes like on what you're saying. So why Patrick? It could be, so just living with her was a dangerous situation. Is that what you're saying, Logan? Okay, so he died. He was the one who actually died. Living with Mary was dangerous because she was unstable. I don't like it over there. I want it this way. Okay. Other reasons. Why is Patrick innocent in this? Did he deserve to die? Some people, I've heard students say he deserved to die for wanting to leave his wife. But that doesn't really make him a lamb to the slaughter. He just wanted to leave. Okay, that's nice. So he wanted to leave the relationship. He wanted to leave the relationship. That's not a crime. It's not illegal to leave your wife and unborn child. It's just shady. So those are some possibilities. What about Mary? Why might Mary be the innocent lamb to the slaughter in all of this? Why might Mary be the lamb to the slaughter? Some things I've heard before is Mary didn't ask to be left by her husband. She's been like an extremely dutiful wife. I mean, she is waiting there. I've got dinner ready for you. Oh, today's our date night, so I didn't make dinner, but I'm still gonna feed you. Like, she is waiting on. She clearly loves her husband and is the pinnacle, is the most amazing 1950s housewives ever. Aside from the fact that she kills him. Minor detail. She's the best wife ever via 1950 standards. Yeah, she only wanted to take care. She didn't ask to be left by her husband. He might have left her. Patrick would have left her, like, and not been a part of the baby's life. Like, we have no idea how much he would have been a part of the baby's life. He was only concerned about his job and his reputation. Right. Maybe so Patrick would have left her. She couldn't work because in this time there was not the same protections as there were. That she could, even if she had wanted to get a job, because she was pregnant, people would not have hired her because they would have discriminated against her. Okay, so those are some possibilities. What about the baby? Why might the baby be the lamb to the slaughter in this case? There's a particular moment in the text for me when Mary wonders, she's contemplating what happens to the babies of murderers. Yeah, so she wonders what will happen to her baby if she's caught. Logan, you mentioned, like, the baby would have grown up in a toxic relationship. I mean, some of that attitude, if you think about Mary, like, her identity was found in her husband. And then when her husband expresses the fact that his identity is not found in her and in their marriage, she has a nervous breakdown. Like, she is questioning her whole identity. Maybe I'll put that back at another thing for Mary. Mary's identity is found in relationship with Patrick. For better or for worse, once Patrick says that he's not going to be a part of her life, that's when she loses it and realizes, well, what do I have? So the baby would have been born in a toxic relationship. Mary wonders what would have happened to her baby if they were caught. We know that Patrick would take care and, like, provide money, but that is not the same as having an active father figure in your life. It's not the same as having a dad. Okay. So here are some possibilities. This is just like tip of the iceberg stuff. You can get into the deeper nitty-gritties. If there was something that you thought about that I didn't cover, great, include it. Awesome. You guys are smart people. So the CER rubric looks something like this. I'm not trying to surprise you. I asked you the question, you have the prompt, and this is how you would answer them for your full 10 points, is that you clearly state the central idea. And so in this case, you would say, in Roald Dahl's Lamb to the Slaughter, I believe blank is the lamb to the slaughter. So you need to specifically state who the lamb to the slaughter is in this first sentence. The second sentence is where you would start providing evidence for that. You have the link to the text in your K-12. I also put a link to the text in the question as well. Okay, so a good piece of evidence is going to support that claim, and it's going to be formatted as a quote. So if the evidence is okay, or if it's just not formatted as a quote, that you'll lose a point, but that's not the end of the world. It's a learning opportunity. The reasoning is really where you beef up your argument, and that's why we broke it down into 3 separate sections. So the reasoning needs to explain each piece of evidence in your own words. So not just the author's words and restating them, but undercover, like, the meaning. So why does it support the claim? So sentence 4 would start with a phrase like, this is important. Some of you might not like that exact wording. That's okay. As long as you are still saying why this piece of evidence is important, how it connects back to the text. You don't have to use the this is important because, But if you are still feeling like you need that and you want those training wheels, that's fine. No, there's no shame for training wheels. I had training wheels, so I was like 7, nearly. Okay. And then the last one ties it back to the claim. So how does this evidence tie back to the claim? How does it connect to our world? That kind of thing. So this is your CER rubric. This is what we've gone over before. So this is now our 3rd time writing a CER style paragraph. I'm going to be honest, I've really enjoyed reading your paragraphs. You can accomplish a lot in a paragraph. And what we're looking for, what Ms. Murphy and I are asking for, is a 5-sentence solid paragraph. If you want to add another piece of evidence, that's cool too. Then you might have 7 or 8 sentences. Okay. So this is the lesson portion of today. I'm going to now give you the assignment.